Hello and welcome back to another review where today's model is the Accurascale Class 92 in DB Schenker Red. This is my first locomotive from Accurascale, so let's get into the review. Here we have it then, the Accurascale Class 92 in DB Schenker Red. As I said, this is my first locomotive from Accurascale, as I unfortunately missed out on the Class 55 run. I'm not going to be paying the ridiculous resale prices, so I'm going to be waiting for Accurascale to obviously do another run. So I was lucky enough to grab myself one of the Class 92s, and here we have it now. So then, let's get into the detail. So obviously the first thing that you see is a very bright DB Schenker Red. This has been replicated very nicely and is personally one of my favourite liveries for the Class 92, along with the GBRF one, which I wanted to get. So let's start with the decoration. This model has a lot of separately fitted parts. When I mean a lot, there is a lot. So let's begin. At the centre of the locomotive, you obviously have the DB Schenker logo, I guess you could call it. And then obviously at this end of the locomotive, you've got these three rings which represent the channel tunnel, which the Class 92 was originally designed for. Over here you've got some etched grills. Yes, they are etched and look very nice. You can see through them, but you can see the circuit board, which is rather unfortunate. Other things that you can see on here are the glazed windows, which are here. These ones are actually tinted. The cab windows are tinted. Then you've got the cab door, which is just moulded into this body. You got the handrails moulded in again, but separately fitted handrails painted in a very nice dark grey. Very nice. At the top of the locomotive, you've got this very nice dark grey. I don't know whether that's accurate or not, because I haven't actually seen a 92. You can just about see these grills at the top here, which are here and here. These are separately fitted and etched. Very nice. So, moving down towards the bogies now. These are very nice bogies, I must admit. Very nicely moulded. Unfortunately, I have a thing for picking out the models where they don't have as much bogie detail as other models. I don't know what it is, but yeah, you got moulded wiring throughout the bogies. You've also got the coils. You got two on each wheel. There's 6 wheels altogether. At the bottom, well, near the bottom actually, you've got the third rail shoe, because this thing can run on AC and DC, so that's very nice. In the middle, you've got these, I would like to say they're batteries, because they're not fuel tanks, but I'd like to say they're batteries. You've got this red thing. Don't know what the red thing does. Got some more grills going on, you know, some more battery work, I guess. So yeah, that's really it for that side, and it's practically the same for the other. So let's move on to the roof, which is packed with detail. So here we have it then, the roof of the Class 92. As I said, this roof is packed with detail, because obviously the body hasn't got much, so they had to go absolutely crazy on one area. So let's start. On the top you've got 2 motorised pantographs. They are metal, so very sturdy. Along the whole roof you've got these grey wires which connect to all the resistors and everything else. Most of these parts on the roof are actually separately fitted, which is nice. Even there's like this little blue wire just down here somewhere which is separately fitted, which is just insane. You've got this nice little box. You got one here as well. I think they contain some electrical equipment. Got some more resistors and transformers and all that. Got some more wire work going on. Now then, I don't know what these are, but I'm guessing they're cooling, because they silver pipes. So I'm guessing these are like cooling fans in here, because there's 2 silver pipes that run from them. Just here you got more etched grills on, which I'm guessing is cooling again. As I said, you got these 2 very nice etched grills. I'm guessing they're cooling. I guess most of the grills are for cooling, because obviously it's a electric locomotive. Got another grill here, and yeah, most of this is separately fitted. If you actually go and look at the diagram, it's just like many pieces. So towards the nose end you've got these black things. I think they're grills again. Well, you've got a little fin over here, which I'm guessing is for radio, and it's just flat over here. You got these little cutaways. Don't know what they're for. But yeah, what else have you got on the roof? As I said, you got 2 motorised pantographs. Very nice. You do have to like get them free because they're on pins. You just have to get like a pair of tweezers or something for that, and then pry them from underneath. To change the height of the pantograph, go and watch Dean Park's video on Class 92. He's got the CVs. The CVs for that, I think it's CV32 to 16, CV31 to 0, then CV360 sets the height, and then also CV368 changes the height. That's for DCC operation, which this model is sound fitted. So yeah, I'm not sure on that, so as I said, go and watch Dean Park's video on that. He's certain of all of that and it all works. So yeah, you've got plenty of resistors, transformers and all of that electrical equipment. Plenty of separately fitted detail. Looks very nice, especially considering that most of the time I'm looking down on this from a roof perspective, so I see this quite a lot, and wow, it is just amazing of what they've done. So yeah, let's move on to the front of the locomotive now. So here we have the front of the locomotive then. This is a very nice front actually. So down at the bottom here you've got this nice grey stripe that runs the length of the locomotive actually. You've got the headlights which contain LED lights, and the lights actually fade on and off, which is very nice. Got the number there which is 92042. Got the Deutsche Bahn logo in the middle there. Yeah, you got 2 electric warning symbols. Double horn, so 2-tone horns up here, and then in the middle of that you got like this very bright top headlight. Here you've got some very nice prism glazed windows. Yes, they're very nice. And in the middle you've got some very fine windscreen wipers, so be careful when you're touching the model around here. So I would show the cab, but it is way too dark, so I'll do that when I've got it on the track with the cab lights on. But Accurascale seem to like to do this, and that is add lit panel lights, and they look fantastic. I must say the whole cab looks fantastic actually. So yeah, the cab is packed with detail, packed with functions. This whole model's packed with functions. I don't know how they managed to fit all the electricals in here, but they have. Down around the buffer beam you've actually got a healthy amount of detail already fitted. Sprung buffers, they're metal, so they're nice and durable. Here you've got an electrical connecting thing, I guess, and then you got that wire that runs under the buffer and connects just under here somewhere. And at the front you got like the air, the brake pipes with the corresponding colours. At the bottom you've got another one of them, I'd like to say to connect the electricals or something. But yeah, healthy amount of detail for the buffer beam, especially considering that it's ready to run. I haven't added anything to this, and it still has its coupler, which is on a spring, so when the model goes around the corner, the coupling stays where it is if it doesn't have anything tailing it, but when it does it will obviously turn. So now then, it's time to get this thing on the track and go through the functions, which there's a lot of, and it's all high quality functions. So here we have the 92 down on the track then. Now then, I'm going to go through all of the functions that it has. Some of them do not run when it's just stationary. So let's start with function 0, which switches it into daytime running mode. So, oh, I'm on the wrong, hang on, oh, sorry about this. Alright, so daytime running mode. There we go, the tail lights have come on now, and I'm going to switch it into the opposite direction. And there's the headlights, and you can just about see the panel lights actually, so that's very nice. F1 puts it into drive, so it will start up and do that apparently. So now then, it does have a start-up sequence, but I'm good. So let's go with function 2, which is the playable high horn, and it sounds very nice, I must say. with the horn you get a very nice echo, which is something that you don't really get. You kind of get an awkward gap in between tones, and that's why you have to use the set two-tone horns. But F3 is a playable low horn, and I must say they sound absolutely beautiful together. Right, F4 is buffering up when moving, and then coupling hook when stationary, so function 4. There we go. F6 is driver's door slam. There we go. F7 is main compressor. Sounds very nice, that does. F8 switches it between AC mode and DC mode. So currently I've got it in DC mode, which is third rail, and both pantographs are down. But if I switch it to function, if I switch function A off, it goes into AC mode. As you can see, the front pantograph has come up, and you're actually getting sounds of when it hits the wires, and on comes the main electricals. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly switch it back to DC. And the pantograph goes down. F9 is variable speed flange squeal. F10 is dispatch whistle. Oh right, yeah, I need to switch it out. Oh. There we go. Function 11 is guard to driver, beeper and optional reply. There we go. F12 is dynamic brake, F13 is Sanders, so just get a very nice air noise really. F14 is neutral section, I don't know what that does. F15 is the Spirax valve. There we go. F16 is windscreen wash / wipe, so F16. There we go. Now then, F17 is pantograph select, so I'm just going to quickly switch it back into AC mode. There we go, the front pantograph is now raised, and if I press F17 the rear pantograph will come up. So wait for the... there we go. That pantograph is now down, and then the rear pantograph should raise. There we go. Now then, on to function 18 is speed dependent detonators. F19 is the cab light, so turn that on. It actually fades on, so that's very nice, and then you can just... and it also automatically switches off when the locomotive starts moving. So moving on to function 20, which is disabled tail lights, so I'm just going to quickly switch it round, and F20. There we go, so if you're ever running in a train you can disable the tail lights just so that it doesn't look awkward. Switch them back on and switch the direction back. There we go. F21 is yard mode, which I'm guessing just puts the marker lights on. Yep, both of the markers are now on. You can't see that, but it is. There we go, headlights gone back on. F22 is night running mode. There we go, the main headlight is switched over. And then you just press F22 again to switch it back, and you don't actually have to disable function 1, so that's very nice. F23 is the top headlight. There it is, very, very bright, I must say. So let's switch that back off, and that fades on and off as well. Where am I? F24 is acceleration, so stunt speed. F25 is volume control. Pantograph 1 is... sorry, F26 is pantograph 1 test, so F26. What that does. So we've got pantograph 1 up. And then the F27 is pantograph 2 test. There we go, that's razors. and then press it again just to put it back down. F28 is drive hold, and then F29 to F31 are not in use. So that's it for the functions of this very nice model. Let's get some running shots done, and then it'll be a box review. Has a very big box, so I'll have to look forward to that, and then it will be my final verdict on this model. Maybe we should buy, avoid it, or wait for a sale. Just trying to get it started. Just as it starts sequence, takes a while. But you can tell when it's about to go because it has an absolute massive kick. So now then, it is time for my usual box review. The Accurascale Class 92, it comes in an absolutely gigantic box. It is huge. So then, it comes in a plastic sleeve. So let's get that off quickly. Oh Jesus! So yeah, there's a plastic sleeve. This is your standard plastic sleeve, really. The box, I absolutely love the box. It's got a nice drawing of the Class 92, just of its detailing and stuff. Got the Accurascale logo in the bottom and what it is. British Rail brush / ABB Class 92, 176.2 scale, aero gauge locomotive. So this thing is a pain of a box to get off. So let's try and get it off. The little cover off. Oh my. Come on. Once you get all the air out, it should be fine. There we go, I can feel it coming out now. There we go. Right, so and there's the box, it's just white inside. I got the actual illustration of the locomotive on the end. The product code, which is ACC2200-9204 DCC. Class 92 locomotive 92042 DB Schenker red, Era 10 to 11 DTC sound fitted, and then you just got a nice illustration of the train. On the side you got the Accurascale logo and the Loxan logo, because this is a ESU Loxan V5 decoder, and it's white on the inside. So that's it for the box. But now then, we're left with this foam. Good. How thick foam? It's quite thick, actually. So it's that's how thick the foam is covering this thing. Very thick foam, which is obviously good for transit. Just get rid of that. Now then, this is something that I wasn't expecting. You've actually got some blinds that you can fit inside of the locomotive, so that's quite nice. If you really want to fit them, you can. This has to be one of my favourite things about this box. It's about the unclipping of the pantograph, but Accurascale have made it like the electrical warning symbol. I really like that idea. Yeah, it's just a little clip and then it tells you about just to unclip it from the bottom. But yeah, I really do like this little detail. So moving on, you've got nameplates. They're for the 45, not 92. I was going to say that's not named. So here we have the. This is where the diagram is actually. And finally, yeah, Jesus. There's a few pieces. Wow. So you got the main body, then everything else, basically. Right. Here we go. The book. The little book. Class 92, edition 1. ACC 108 out of 6,709. EWS Limited, Eurostar and Société Nationale des Chemins de France. Interesting. So it looks like it's got French, got a nice class 92 symbol. I think this is just the history. No, it's the no, it is the history. So if you could have, there you go. If you want to have a bit of a read. Yeah, it's in English and French. Apparently the French don't deserve colour. There's the English side and there's the French side. So, yep, got a nice picture of it in its original rail freight distribution livery. And, yeah, just more things. If you want to have a read, pause the video and have a read. Yeah, and then it's really just about the first decade of the loco. Oh, got a picture of it on the Caledonian Sleeper. Nice, got a GBRF loco and the actual one in the Caledonian Sleeper livery. Got a double head with the Mark 5s, which are coming soon. Mid-January, I think. Yep, now we've just got more about the models and stuff. Still got a rail. Very curious how they're doing them. Yeah, then you've got all of the liveries that they've done. Got all the GBRF ones. Stowbar and Deutschbahn, which mine's in, but obviously isn't here. It's a shame. Then you've got the EWS and Rail Freight Distribution liveries, the triple grey. The triple grey once again, being its early stage of life. That's it for that. So let's move on. Just a nice little history booklet there. So the box, it's got ice cube packaging and is surrounded by thick foam. So that's obviously very nice for protection and all that. So yeah, little ice cube out. So there's the box, very nice. It's got foam on the bottom as well. So this model should come intact. So here's the ice cube. Just comes in a sleeve, just standard ice cube really. The detailing is up there. So yeah, that's really it for the box. As I said, very nice box. Piece it back all together now, so that goes there. Got the blinds and see that, and then we just piece the box back together like so. Right, so there we have it, the review of the box. Now it's time for my final verdict on this model of whether you should buy, avoid or wait for a sale. So now it's time for my final verdict on this model, whether you should buy, avoid or wait for a sale. This model is extremely detailed with very high build quality as well. Comes in a very nice box. The RRP from Accurascale for this model is £190 DC, and then £280 for DCC sound fitted. For the size of the loco, I don't think that's too bad. Obviously it's very detailed, packs lots of features into, well, it's a big loco, but for all of them electrical features is for it to be in there is insane. So for that I'm going to go, if you can get one, because very nice runners, very nice sound. Yeah. I don't think they're overpriced at all. I think they're fairly priced, especially for the amount of separately fitted parts on them and the etched grills and all that. Obviously that increases the price. So yeah, thank you for watching this review, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.